So welcome back to the class, guys. I welcome you to yet another episode of this lecture. And today is going to be like lecture 4, which shows that we are halfway to like the conclusion of this tutorial. Because as you can see from the schedule I have, we've covered up until this point, and we are currently at lecture 5 in like this schedule. Because I actually merged 2 lectures together previously. We've gone past the basics, and if you've not watched the 1, 2, 3 of this series, please I beg you to go watch it. Why? Because from now I'm assuming you've watched those content, and I'll be talking from like, from the perspective that you've watched those content and you've understood them. Alright, so now let's start. Today's lecture is in operators and operators precedence. So operators in C are basically symbols, different type of symbols, you understand, that help us to accomplish some mathematical relational expression or logic, you understand. So what I mean by operators are from your plus symbol, your minus, like the hyphen symbol, the asterisk symbol, the slash symbol, all of those individual symbols, you understand, using them to be able to like accomplish some mathematical, relational, and some like logics generally, you understand, in your program. Now let's just open our code blocks now and let's start writing something like this. So we ended up at lecture 3 previously, so we just create a new project from here, and I'll create, you should know all of this if you've seen the first 2 lectures, so I'm not explaining. I just do lecture, sorry, lecture, how did I say it? Okay, 4, right? And then next and finish, right? So like I said, I don't want to waste much time in this video. And yeah, if you've been following the lectures all through, I really want to I'm really keen on making this lecture content as simplified as possible for both people that have programming knowledge earlier, or people that are just like new to the field. So if you find these videos really helpful and useful, just like give the video a thumbs up, and if you can also comment like something that you feel about the lecture. If it's understandable, if you want to improve or something, just let me know in the comment section. And yeah, give a sub to the channel so I can keep doing things like this for you guys. So let's just dive into today's topic. Like I said, in C we need to always document our program. So today is in operators. So operator on operator precedence. Like I said, so operators are basically just from your plus symbol to hyphen to asterisk and what's it called, slash. So now they are operators are grouped into 3: binary operators, unary operators, and ternary operators, right? And I'll be explaining what what each of them actually means. All right, so first I'm starting with unary operators, right? And I'll list out type of unary operators. Then we have binary operators, and then we have ternary, right? So now examples of unary operators are this and this, which you might have seen before, right? So we'll explain everything. Now for binary operators, the ones I listed earlier are all examples of binary operators. So we have all of this that I listed earlier, and there's one more, percentage, right? So we have all of these 4 as our binary operator. And even inside of your binary operator, we now have like groups of operators. How do I say it? So there are 3 basic groups, right? Unary, binary, and ternary. But inside of binary, they are now arithmetical operators and relational operators. So I have logical and bitwise operator. Well, this is like basic C, so we would not be doing anything bitwise operator. But with the PDF I will send you guys, you will see what these bitwise operators are, and I think there are examples there of what you can use them to do. But it's really above basics, you understand? It's above basics knowledge of C. So now guys, I've listed out all of these operators that we have in C. Now let's start. Like I said, we have just 3 groups: unary, binary, and ternary. Alright, unary, binary, and ternary. Now under binary, we now have like 4 different categories or 4 different types of binary operators. Now we have arithmetic binary operators, which are basically, as you can see them, plus, minus, asterisk, slash, and percentage sign. which I'll tell you what they all function as. Then after that, we have something called the relational, operators, which are still under binary operators. Relational binary operators, which are, your less than sign, greater than or equal to, which is this. Then you have less than or equal to, which is this, and then double equal to and not equal to. You understand all of it later when we do examples, right? And then we now have logical operators. It's still under binary operators, right? So logical operators are, this representing and, double like ampersand, and this representing or, double like straight stroke, right? And then we also have one more, which is bitwise operators. I don't want to list them because we're not going to talk about them because it's above intermediate. It's above basic level of C. And then we have ternary operators, which this one actually works in a way that, how would I say it? You give a condition, you give it something, and then if this thing is actually true, then you should do this. If not, it will use this symbol. We'll explain everything when we start doing examples. So let's just jump right into examples. Now I've explained what what's it called, variables are in previous lectures. So I'm just going to create two variables real quick. Let me say int a equals 3 and int b equals like 21, right? And then now let's perform some some binary operators, because this is the first best thing to explain, and then I'll go to explain unary and then ternary. So for the first binary operator, we want to talk about plus, minus, asterisk, and forward slash. Let's see what they do. So let me say int c is equal to a plus b. As you would expect, this is just it's just going to perform basic addition, right? Then d should be a minus b. Then d should also be returning something that is like subtraction of like a from b. Sorry, let's change to b to a, right? Subtract a small number from a big number. Then so yeah, I just want to print. I've explained how to also print all of these things before. So first we want to print c. Sorry, %d is going to be here, and \n, like I said in previous video, means new line. So %d comma what c. Watching previous videos, you understand that what this is trying to tell my program that I want to print what c in place of what %d. Now what you can do is, after this new line, you can also add another variable to be displayed here. So I can just say %e, then another new line. What I'll just do is to come here and do a comma, %d, and then comma d. So what I want to do now is, first my program says %c. What does it do? It takes this first variable after what? This comma, right? Then it sees a new line, it prints a new line. Then after the new line, it sees that it's not yet done, it sees another %d. What will be the value of this %d? This variable right here, which is d. Then it sees a new line. So I'll print another %d here and a new line. So this is basically not jargons. You just print something, do a new line, print something, put a new line, print something, put a new line. And this %d's that are here are going to be replaced each by the way this goes. Right, so let me just try run this program now. So I need to first of all comment all of this out so our program does not run into an error. Yeah. Okay, so we have an error right here. What's the error? CDEF. Oh, sorry, I commented our initialization of this variable. So I ran an error here was because we commented all of these parts out, so our program did not know what was C, it did not know what was D or E or F. So now let's rerun this now. Okay, we have another error still. What's the error? D, sorry. Okay, this is ABCD. Why I ran an error now is because we already declared D at the top as an integer, and this was what it was. Now coming back again and telling your program int d equals something, it's going to run an error because you already declared d already. So by coming here to declare it, so this should be E and this should be F. So I'll just C D E F, and I got it correct here. So let's just print this again. No error this time around. So as you can see from the result it outputted, we have 24 minus 3, 63, and 7. Now let's see if our program was actually correct. So A plus B, that's 3 plus 21, returned 4. sorry, 24. Then our D was to be what? B minus C. That's 21 minus 3. Sorry, this was B minus C. It should have been B minus A, but I wrote B minus C. So knowing fully well that C here was already 21 plus 3, that's 24. So our D returned 21 this time around minus 24. You understand? B minus C. So that's why our program returned minus 3 here. Quite good. And then we have for D, which is here, sorry, for E, A asterisk B, meaning 3 multiplied by 21. That's basically 63. Yeah, as you can see. And then the last one was basic division, right? 21 divided by 3, that's 7. And that was what we have here. So as you can see, that's just like a very, very simple thing to note about basic arithmetic operators. These first ones are arithmetic operators. Now we did not do modulus. Now let me just show you what the percent is doing here. Right? Why a percent is part of the arithmetic operators. Now let's try to print G this time around. So now what this is going to do is modulus operator. That's what this percent icon stands for. Alright, percent icon does what? It takes your B. Now divide A by B. Yes, like do the normal division. Alright, that's 21 divided by 3. But instead of returning 7 as a division, 21 divided by 3 is 7. It returns the remainder. Do you understand? Now 21 divided by 3 is what? 7. Remainder 0. You understand? That's why we have 0 now is going to be the result of this calculation. Do you understand? Now if let me just roughly do one more, so I'll just explain everything at once. Let's do for H now, and let me say percent. Let's do C by B. Now bear it in mind that from here our C is going to be 24, because 21 plus 3 is going to give us 24. So me doing H equals C percent B is trying to say that what I want to do 24 modulus 21. Now like I explained already, your 24 modulus 21 is going to be what? Divide 21 divide 24 over 21 and then return me the remainder. That's basically what modulus is. So here 24 divided by 21 is 1, right? 21 can go in 24 once, but it's going to remain what? 3, meaning 21 and 24, you see one of it, and then if you add 3 to 21, that is when 21 can be equal to 4. So this program should be returning 3 for our value of H. So let's run this now and see what we have. We have an error here. Oh god, I'm trying to speed up all of these things for you guys so the video doesn't take long. And I just need to add %d and then let's print H. So as you can see, the first one returns 0 like we expected, because I told you that what if you do 21 modulus 3, you're going to return 0. Why? 21 will divide 3 without any remainder to give you 7, exact 7. But trying to do 24 divide 21, it will divide it by 1, like it will divide it once. But then after dividing 21 by 24, I'm going to get 3 as a remainder, and that is why we have 3 printed right here. So that's basically what arithmetic operators actually work for. For the next, we have the relational operators. Now these are relational operators, right? Now relational operators are basically operators that allow you to relate or like compare, like distinguish between two things and then do something based on the result. All right, now let's just go. Let me do it at the top here so all of this code can come below. Now we have this and this. Okay, let's first start with less than, we have greater than, then we have less than or greater than, then we have greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, then double equal to, and not equal to. Alright, so what this basically does, did I do assignment operator? Yes. Okay, sorry, we are still missing one more thing. I did not talk about assignment operators. So after logical operators, after these two logical operators that we have, we also have something called assignment operators, which are basically this. So all of these symbols, you would understand them very, very soon, trust me. Alright, so now let's continue with what we were actually doing. Okay, so this is for relational. So relational operator, you just basically, you have something on your left hand side. Let me just say logic 1, and then we have logic 2. So let's say we have just two logics, right? Someone is saying something or a statement on the left and a statement on the right. So let me say logic 1 is okay, not a statement this time. This one has to be like values, right? Now you now have a statement saying 3. Let me just use numbers. 3 less than 4. Now what will be the result of this statement? Is it going to be true or false? It's basically false. Sorry, basically true. Because what? 3 is less than 4. Right? So this is going to return what? True. And in programming, true is equal to what? 1. Just put that in mind. Right? True is equal to 1 in programming. Now let's now say that same statement again. You now say 3 greater than 4. Like logic 1 is greater than logic 2. Whereas your logic 1 is 3 and your logic 2 is 4. Now saying 3 is greater than 4, it's like a false statement because 3 is actually not greater than 4. Alright, so this is automatically what? False. And in programming, false is 0. Anything that's not true, 0. True is 1. Right? Now, we now come back again and say 3 less than or equal to what? 4. Right. Now your logic 1 is 3, logic 2 is 4. Alright. Now I'm saying 3 is less than or equal to 4. Now what does that mean? 3, if it's like for this condition now, there are two conditions in one, right? Less than and you're equal to. Now you just need to check for both of them. If one of them can be true, then the statement is true. You understand? Just like when you say or now, like when you say or, what do I mean? Let me say get me bread or beans. Meaning if you say either bread or you see beans, just give me, right? So for this statement, either 3 is less than 4 or 3 is equal to 4. So long any of them can be correct, I mean the statement is true. Right. Now what can I use to relate this? But I think that's very, very explanatory that way. So now 3 in first place, is it less than 4? Yes, 3 is actually less than 4. Now is 3 equal to 4? No, 3 is not equal to 4. But what? This symbol is a what? Less than or equal to 4. So for the fact that 3 less than 4, which is the first statement, is actually true, then this program is going to return true, which is 1. Alright, now let's go for another one. Your logic 1 is 3 and your logic 2 is 4. Now that's saying greater than or equal to 4. Now 3 as it stands, which is your logic 1, is it greater than 4? No, 3 is not greater than 4. Is your 3 equal to 4? No, 3 is not equal to 4. So what will be the return of this statement? Your first logic greater than is false. Your second logic equal to is also false. So automatically this is going to return false, which is 0. Right, now let's go for another one. 3 equals 4. Alright, 3 equals 4. Now starting with your logic 1 is 3, logic 2 is 4. Is 3 equal to 4? No, never. So this is automatically going to return false and your false is 0. Right, now let's go for the last one, which is not equal to. The exclamation mark there symbolizes not. Alright, now 3 not equal to 4. Now your logic 1 is 3, logic 2 is 4. 3 is not equal to 4. Is it true or false? It is obviously true. Why? 3 is not equals to 4. So yeah, this is actually true and then it returns 1. Now as you can see, that's basically what you just need to understand or know about these relational operators. Right. Now why I'm just showing you this is just because understanding all of these relational operators will make you a very, very good programmer writing conditions in C program. Right, which I'm going to do very soon. Alright, if statements, else if, and all of those things. Do you understand? So is 3 less than 4? Yes, it's less than 4. This is true. Is 3 greater than 4? No, it's not greater than 4. It is false. Is 3 less than or equal to 4? Yes, it's less than 4, but it's not equal to 4. But then, because one of them was correct, it returned true. Alright. So just understand all of these things and you're going to be very, very good very soon. So let's go to the next. Now that is for relational operators in C. So you can't see practical examples of all of this now, to be sincere, but then when we are doing if else statement, we'll come back to all of this, definitely, trust me. So I'm just going to comment this out. Let me just put the comments here. Yeah, we'll come back to this, trust me. So now the next we are actually going to be talking about is return arithmetic relational assignment operators, right? Assignment operator is basically like as the name implies, assignment operator. You have to assign a value somewhere to another place. So assignment operators, we have equal to, we have plus equal to, we have minus equal to, we have forward slash equal to, we have asterisk equal to, and then I think okay, modulus equal to. Yeah, so this is all we have. Now what these operators actually stand for is what I'm going to be explaining now. So the first thing, you're saying num1 equals 4. Basically you're just saying I have a value of 4 on my right hand side. Assign 4 to what? Num1. It's basically like, it's just like your maths when you're saying x equals 5, y equals 3. What is x plus y? You already do, like doing x equals 3 symbolizes that you want to take the value of 3 and put it inside x. So from that moment onward, you are assuming that what, wherever you see x, you are saying 3. Wherever you see y, you are saying 5. That's exactly what we are doing here. So saying num1 equals 4 means what? I want to store 4 into the value of num1. So down my program, anyway I'm doing anything with num1, what would I be doing? I'm assuming it is what? 4. Now, 4 plus equal to is the exact same thing, but this is the trick. Now, if I say num1 plus equals 4. Now, what this is going to do is, initially, we already said what? Num1 is 4, right? So, num1 plus equals 4 is just like saying, take this num1, add it to this 4, and then store the value back inside of num1. That's the trick behind this. You understand? That's the trick behind it, and that's why they call it assignment operator. You first perform an arithmetic calculation, which is the plus icon, and then you assign the value back inside of its own variable. Do you understand? It's not something complex. Plus equals 4. So I have a value num1. The value was 4, right? Now I'm saying this first plus means what? Perform an arithmetic operator with what? This 4 on the right hand side. So that's going to be what? 4 plus 4 is going to be 8. Then that 8, now take it back and assign it into the num1. Now let me just show you something. This symbol, this thing right here, is the exact same thing as saying num1 equal to num1 plus 4. You understand? That's basically what that is saying. Saying that what I have num1 plus equals 4 means that what? Plus here means I want to perform arithmetic operator operation, sorry. So perform arithmetic operator with num1 and 4, which is num1 plus 4, and then store it back inside num1. Same thing with minus, like negative equal to, right? Negative equals 4. So mind you, from here our value for num1 already changed to 8. If you are following the program I'm doing, like first of all we have 4, then now we are doing 4 plus 4 equals 8, and then num1 becomes 8. Now I'm saying that num1 negative equals 4. So from here I want to take that 8 value, do what? Subtract 4 from it, and then store the value back inside of that place. So what I'm basically doing is what? Num1 equals to what? Num1 minus 4. Like that's basically it. So now my value is back to 4. Alright. So now I'm not coming back here again. I'm saying num1 / equals, let me just change the value now to maybe 2. Alright. So now what I'm saying is what? The value of num1 now was 4. Right. Now divide num1, which is 4, by 2, and then store the value back there. You understand? That's basically it. So that is going to be num1 equals to what? Num1 divided by 2. So now my num1 value is going to be 2. Now for asterisk equal to, I can just say num1 asterisk equals 5. Now mind you, my num1 value is now 2 from like this line 26 right here. See? Now 2 multiplied by 5 is what? 10, and I'm storing that 10 back inside num1. So this one now is basically the exact same thing as what? Num1 equal to, sorry, see me. Num1 multiplied by 5. Num1 equal to num1 multiplied by 5. And this last one, modulus. So num1 now is what? 10, if you are following me, because 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. So let me just say num1 modulus 5. So now that's basically 10 modulus 5, which is 2. Like 10 divided by 5 is 2, remainder 0. So this program should return 0. But we cannot run all of this now because I'm just using it for explanation purpose. Num1%. So sorry, 5. Right. So now that's basically all about this. And yes, we would use this in some other exercises. So maybe not this lecture, but definitely other exercises. But it's very easy to understand. Just know that what the what's it called? The assignment operator is this one, the first one, assignment operator, assign 4 to the value of num1. When they are now like a combination of an arithmetic and the actual, equal to sign, you first perform the arithmetic operation and then like just store the whole value from the arithmetic operator operation into the variable itself. Alright, so now that's basically what that was for. And now we have these two, what do they call them? Logical operators. So this is just saying, so logical operator, let me do it inside of this example right here. So we have, let me say, so logical operator is just basically, you have like two different logics or statements and you want to relate, still like relating with them, do you understand? And it will also return either true or false. Alright, now we use the and, double ampersand, and then we use the double straight slashes, alright, to represent this one I'm saying now. So now let me just take this particular thing right here, and then let me take okay, this one right here. Sorry, and let's have it here. Now, just like we explained relational operators, this one is logical operator. So what does it do? It relates two different logics and then return either true or false based on the outcome of the logic. Now, I'm saying something like this and this, like something on the left hand side and something on the right hand side. So let's first say this one now, saying okay, if 3 is less than 4, which is actually what, if you can remember, true, right? And meaning at the same time, like for this operator, what you just need to understand is before your ampersand can, like before your logical and can be true, it means before your double ampersand or your logical and can return true, both statements need to return true, right? But for your logical, just one statement needs to be true. This now, just one statement needs to be true. Right. So now what this first line 21 is saying is that what we have 3 less than 4. Now is 3 less than 4 true? Yes, 3 less than 4 is very, very true because 3 is lesser than 4. And 3 greater than 4. Now 3 is not greater than 4. I'm sorry, yes, 3 is not greater than 4, right? So 3 greater than 4 is going to return false, like we said. So having true and having false here is going to return false inside of your logical and operation because I'm relating to logic. And I need both logic to be true before I can return true. So having logic 1 and logic 2, and I'm saying both of them, like I want to read both of them before my before my program can return true for me, which is 1, I need both of them to be true. Alright, but if I say something like 3 less than 4 and I bring this one to here, which is actually a true statement, 3 less than or equal to 4, then definitely this like program is going to run true statements. Alright, now for the logical one, for the logical OR, now let's put the same thing there, this and then this. Right, now this OR represents, like I said, it represents like logical OR, meaning one of them just needs to be true. Whether the other one is negative, is true, whatever the other one wants to say, either true or false, so long one, like either of them is true, then this is going to return true. Now 3 less than 4, as you can see, was a true statement, and then 3 less than or equal to 4 is what's also a true statement, so that is basically going to return true. Now if we return this false statement right back into this place, right, we return this right back into this statement, is it going to be true or false? No, it is going to be true. Why? 3 less than 4 is actually true. So whether or not 3 greater than 4 is actually false, right? But because we already have 3 less than 4 to be true, this program is going to generate true because you just need one truth in the statement and it is returning true. Now that is what you just need to know for what's it called, binary operators. Now for unary operators, it's basically just doing incrementing and decrementing. Plus plus here symbolizes, okay, let me just give an example. If I say num1 equals 10 and I do num1 plus plus, this is just basically add 1 to my like variable on the left hand side. Alright, just increment this by 1, and if I do num1 minus minus, then I mean decrement it by 1, meaning like this is still the exact same thing as num1 equals to num1 minus 1, sorry, plus 1, and this other one is num1 minus 1. That's basically what it means. Let's just go to the ternary operator. Alright, now the ternary operator is something very interesting to me because I find it interesting now. It's a shorthand version of writing like if-else statement. Okay, so for the ternary operator, let's quickly do an example. So let's say we have let's say like a kind of a system to like check if somebody is eligible to vote, right? So let's say we have an int age equals 10, understand? And then I said pence, sorry, and then let's have a variable called eligible. Now this is going to be an integer. So how the ternary operator works is such that you start with open and closing in parentheses, then a question mark, and then a double colon, right? Now what is going to be inside of this parenthesis is a condition, you understand? Now sorry, there was an equal to before this sign. So this is basically used in a way like this if-else statement. Sorry, if-else statement. So now I have something called eligible, a variable, an integer. Now today somebody is going to be eligible to vote. Now what I just need to do is what? Pass in my condition, you get on my logic inside of this parenthesis. So if age is greater than 18, as you know that 18 is like the world acceptable age for voting, I think. Like an average, most countries have 18 as their votable age. So now age greater than 18 means that what? If age is greater than 18, right, do what is after this question mark, and then if it is not, do what is after the double colon. That's basically how it works. So now if it's eligible, let's return 1, and then if it's not eligible, let's return 0. Alright, so what this statement is actually saying is the fact that what we want to give our variable eligible a value, but instead of saying eligible is equals to 1, we don't know if the person is eligible. If you give it eligible equals to 0, and the person is not eligible, but we don't know. So what we just need to do is what? We want to give a value for this variable, but instead of giving a straight value, a direct value, we put in a condition that okay, this eligible value is going to be a variable that should rely on the outcome of what? This condition, age greater than 18. So if age is actually greater than 18 and the person is eligible, right, should return 1. But if age on the other hand is not greater than 18, like 17, 10, 1, minus 20, whatever, so long it is not greater than 18, it will return 0. And now we can now print our variable value. So let's see, let's just print it eligible, right, and then build and run. That's what we have. Okay, so we have an error in age, equal 10. We have another error here, print f. Oh god, %G. Why am I making these mistakes? Sorry, it was supposed to be colon, semicolon. So guys, if you really enjoy the contents I give based on structural programming with C, please do well to like subscribe and like the video. It does a lot supporting me because I really do have time doing all of this, but I still do. So yeah, it's very much appreciated. So as you can see, returned 0. Why? Age greater than 18 should return 1, but if it is not, it should return 0. And 10 is obviously what? Not greater than 18. So we had what? 0 as our output. Now let's change this now to maybe like 21, right? And let's build and run. So as you can see guys, it returned 1. That's basically how the ternary operator works. You give a condition for, you give a condition for something you get, and then your variable, or if you return something based on the outcome of the condition you give. Alright, so all of these statements returned either 1 or 0, and that value is now stored in your eligible variable. So that will be all for this lecture guys, and next lecture is going to be us discussing about the if else if statements, and even loops, right? We're going to dive into loops too by next lecture. So this is lecture 4, and that should be lecture 5 of the next series, right? So some things I've taught here will be all of what I've taught here are basically going to be applied by next lecture. So do well to like understand everything taught here and then follow through and wait for the next lecture, which is going to be soon. Like it's not going to take any much time now. And I'll see you guys in another video. Do well to like the video if you found it very, very useful. Comments and also subscribe to the channel. Yeah, and you can also share the video to people who you want to also have this knowledge. Right, I'll see you in another video. Take care.